Friday recap today. Going into the day, well, from yesterday, we wanted to. I thought we were gonna sweep out yesterday's London highs. We didn't. We ended up coming down into this 4 hour gap. This 4 hour gap right here. We rejected off of it, and then pre-market, we swept out these London highs. Like right at market open, basically, we swept out London highs. So if we displaced above that high, I would expect these highs to get taken. Um, and if there's S&T and we inverted this huge for value gap, then these lows would be taken. But going on the 15 minute, until literally all of these gaps are inverse, there's nothing to take really. So basically, my only option today, unless these were inverse, were some sort of long. Um, so yeah, so hopping down onto the 5 minute and the 1 minute. So let's see here. As you can see, market opens, right? And we're displacing above this is good displacement above the gap. Then we get a flip like this, and obviously it's market open, but this is a nice flip. We ended up retracing lower, again, not taking shorts, and then we start chopping. So absolutely nothing, right? Uh 10:30, I wouldn't even say we clean up. We don't clean up. There's literally nothing. We put in an SMT down here though, which did tap into a 15-minute gap. And then we get this shitty but sort of V-shaped recovery out of it. And so at this point, I'm looking for this side to get taken. ES, just looking at this, like ES didn't displace lower like almost at all. So ES is definitely the more bullish pair. And I don't trade on ES. So I can trade on ES, but like it just wasn't set up for me. Um, so just looking on NQ, basically nothing I can take. In here too, nothing I can take. Let's see right here. If I were to take something on ES, nah, I can't even take that. If we didn't sweep this high, like if this high wasn't here and we got this displacement, you could take a tap back into this gap. Stops down here. TP up here if you're risky. But that's a 1-to-1, so I'd probably take it there. But like then again, it's just bad marketing conditions. There's no reason to enter. Um, what happens though is this high from 928, right? We sweep out that high on ES, we don't on NQ, and we immediately get a flip like this. That's pretty fucking nice, in my opinion. I like that. Looking on the 3 minute though, at this point we were still respecting this and respecting this, so kind of wanting to see some confirmation down. But the flip was nice, and maybe like on an eval, I would take something. What I would take would be like uh mm, enter at this gap, stops up here, and take it to these lows, something like this. This is not a bad trade, in my opinion. Just from that flip off the SMT, it's showing us bearish price. Not how I usually trade, but eval, maybe. We get a change in state, right? We displace lower this, and then like we just come back up. We probably came into some sort of gap here. Oh yeah, price action was so fucking shitty. There was literally nothing we fucking filled. There was no gaps. Not on the 5, 10, 15 minute, 30 minute, zero fucking gaps. That is a telltale sign that you should not be trading conditions like that. Um, and, and yeah, I would literally say that that is it for the day. You don't displace all this high. We're just chopping. NQ does. NQ wants us high. We didn't even sweep it that high, because there is an SMT there. But honestly, from this leg, we should have probably gone up there. We instead dumped down. So literally no fucking entries. Now, I'll go over this in the weekly recap, but what I've been seeing is like I've been trading on my funded for a minute. I know an A plus setup when I see it. I will take that with my one model. But what I need is literally just more trades and more R, which is usually not the answer. But from my position where I am now, I won't pass these evals. I mean, I won't get a payout for like probably another month because my win rate is probably like 70% right now. And if I'm taking 1 to 2 trades a week, bro, that's not gonna fucking cut it. Um, and like there's shit that I see that I'm like, oh shit, we're going down. If I put my if I put my stop here and my take profit here, enter light size, this would be good. But the problem is that I've never executed like that. So I already know what the model I'm using is. It's kind of like a draw read. Um, let's see if I can find some sort of good example. Mm, there was an example on Wednesday and maybe Thursday. Was there one on Thursday? Yeah, there was on one. Okay. So this is the type of shit that I would probably take. If I think we're bearish, right? We invert everything in the leg. This low should be free, right? So the way I'm thinking of doing adding an entry now is like we shouldn't go up to this high, right? We have these two big gaps and the draw is lower. These gaps should hold. This is a lower win rate setup, but the thing is it's not a low win rate setup, like probably 70% of the time this is going to hold if my draw is correct. And I'm confident on my draw. So if I enter, let's say light size, right? Let's say I usually trade 300 risk. If I do 150 risk, right? And I take it to these lows, 150, that's already over 300. That's a good enough trade for me. Um, but like the thing is, I'm thinking of also adding on to my position lease trade since I'm already in half risk. But the problem is that I would need to already be break even. So going back on this, right? So we're waiting for retrace up here, probably, right? We don't get it. We invert the 5 minute, if I remember correctly, right? I think this fucks it up. Yeah, 5 minute, we inverse, right? Boom, we create these two gaps. So wait for a tap back into there, right? 1, 2, right? That's probably, I don't know. That is probably 150 risk, right? And now I'm waiting for some sort of confirmation. That's a good confirmation. Um, Probably wait for another candle. Yeah, like mm. See, the problem is this is a good spot to go break even, you know? So if I have my stop loss would be a break even here. I'll put it right here so you can see. TP down here, right? Like I could do that, but then again, like, is it worth it, bro? Like, this is one mini for how many points? 6 points. Like, in my opinion, that's just majority of the time not worth it. Okay, it wasn't exactly 150, probably less. But if I just take a half risk, odds are, and I take it higher RR, let's say, just go break even quick, right? And, you know, odds are you'll be chilling. If we got like retrace right here, we wick this gap, right? And then we get a flip like right here. Maybe that's a good ad spot. If it's close to the entry, you move your stops to that high, probably risking the same amount. And then like it's more confirmation we're going lower. So this is the type of trade that I think I will be entering on. Not yet on the funded. What I'm gonna do is on an eval. I'm gonna on the fundeds. I'm still gonna take my normal entry model, but on the eval, I'll take my normal entry model and also these types of draw reads, I guess. And what was I saying? What was I saying? And yeah, like if because like I need to gain confidence with it with risking money, and obviously that's not going to work for paper trading. I need to at least be on an eval, and I don't want to risk it on my funded because I'm not yet confident on entering it. Um, what I could do honestly is I could enter just one micro on my fundeds, and I'll probably be risking like $50. And if it hits like max, probably be $100. So it means nothing, but I'm still risking on an account that I care about. So I'm not going to take stupid ass trades. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna in the weekly recap, I'm gonna go over my normal trades, obviously, and these type of trades, and just looking at like odd like if a decent amount of them fail, like I probably won't go to that. But from my experience in the market, they do most of the time go to my draw. And uh yeah. So really nothing from today. I'm not gonna lie. Today was so ass. The past 3 days have been pretty ass, but Wednesday and Thursday had those type of draw read entries that I could have taken. Let's say I took a 300 win on both of them because I saw it and I knew it was going to go higher or lower, but I just didn't take an entry. They both would have been wins. I would have been, instead of one win, one loss, I would have been three wins, one loss, and I would have been up 680 instead of 80. So, and also I would have been up, mm, probably at least 4 RR, and a 4 RR week is really good. I would say 3 RR week, 3 RR week is like okay, 2 to 3 is okay. Uh, but four, more than four, honestly, is a good week. So if I can just get my RR up, and I already know the entry models that I need, you know, I'm just gonna gain confidence executing in the next week or two, just watching price and entering on those. Maybe I can size up to my goal, which would be half of a normal trade from my first entry model. Um, and also hopefully fucking price action cleans up because like today on Friday there's absolutely nothing to trade. And Wednesday was pretty ass too. There might have been like an okay draw read, but yeah, that's really it.